Hello and welcome to another episode of the Gift of Life Adventure channel. Today I'm going to show you a video of how we're equipping Gulfy. See, that's Gulfy. With a drawer system so we can store better, we can live in it, and make it a more efficient space to live off of. So come on, join me and take a look at how this is being built by two skillful carpenters, Alan and his assistant. So we're building the drawer system and a sleeping platform for Gulfy inside. As you can see, the thickness of this is almost 1.5 inches or just over an inch, and it's waterproof, just so we don't, sag in with the weight. All of this is going to be built inside a Gulfy, so we can do our journeys comfortably and safely when security is a concern. This sticker was put up when we did Drive India 1 and never anticipated a Drive India 2 thanks to the pandemic. It gave us an idea to go around India since we are now open to driving around. The work has begun on the drawer system, so what's going to happen in here is we're going to build the storage drawer here. We're obviously going to build something to keep this picnic table in, because this is where we're going to use to cook and things. And this entire space is going to then now become storage underneath and a flat surface on top, so that the possibility of sleeping inside the car when conditions don't allow for sleeping on the tent on top here. I spent so much time and energy on making this the vehicle livable, because when you spend days and months in here, this is no different from your house, which is there, okay? So it's quite important to have everything that you need in such a small place. And the beauty of overlanding is you realize how little in life you actually need and still are happy. Of course, if you like luxury, well, there are vehicles that can be luxurious. But if you're minimalistic, and this teaches you how to be minimalistic, then, well, the world is your canvas. You could do good, or you could just do it for yourself. We chose at the Gift of Life Adventure Foundation to make the effort, go out, reach people, and tell them things about organ donation and how it can save lives, sometimes their own lives. This is just the first cut, and I'm going to sleep pretty high up, so that the sleeping platform will be at this height. So hopefully this much room will be enough. It'll be quite claustrophobic, but hey, when you're tired and sleepy, it doesn't really matter. You've got to make do with what we have. I have so much admiration for these craftsmen. They make everything look so easy. I wish I was as handy, but it's also a good thing I'm not, so these guys can get to work a little bit and earn a living. So it's that box that's going to find its way in this area. And what we have planned for the other side is quite interesting, because we're trying to make optimal use of this space. And I also have to carry 2 cans of spare diesel if I need to. In fact, the spare diesel cans are here. This is just one, so they will fit in over here like this, and 2 under the bed. Anyways, I'm just giving you the idea, so when it happens, when it completes, even I'll know if the vision was correct. If not, it was a good try. So the basic frame of the box has been made. As you can see, it's quite a small bed actually, so it can barely hold one person, as you know, there's only so much you could do in a small car. So it's not going to be a comfortable thing. It's going to just take in a sleeping bag, and Yeah, you're not going to have the luxury of spreading out your hands and legs and sleeping like you would on a king-size bed. We're just checking this out for size, and there seems to be a little extra. It's not exactly fitting, so I wonder how they'll fix this one. The wheel arch is coming in the way. And this slat is where the picnic table will sit. Of course, all of this will get covered in foam and carpeting, so it creates less noise and doesn't create any rubbing against whatever it does rub. The car is going to be moving, bouncing, jumping because of the terrain. And the dilemma is, how are we going to adjust the wheel well, which is just slightly bigger. So they've shaved off that much to accommodate the wheel arch and the slight mismeasurement. But hey, it's wood, it's carpentry, it's skill. I'm sure they'll figure it out. We'll try this again. थोड़ा और नहीं काटना, नहीं फिर उसके ऊपर वो रब होते होते फिर वो घिस जाएगा ना जब गाड़ी हिलती है. So that's the picnic table, and this picnic table seats 4 people. So every time we set camp, that's where we're going to use. It comes with 4 chairs built in. And this will just be a drawer system that can be pulled out with things inside. And how it comes in here. So this is how the cans are going to sit. It's only room for one. Try and find another place for 2. So now we're contemplating what to do with trying to fit. We need room to fit 2 of these, so we're going to cut this down and this, so that move this here, and this will have enough room to put another can over here, so I can essentially carry another 40 liters of diesel, which is quite a range. If it's about 400 kilometers in range that I can add to the range of Fortuner at this point with its current mileage. And of course we're going to make all of this usable room, giving it enough storage. So there's this slight change of plans since we found that there was only very little room to sleep. So we moved the picnic table and we'll build a box for it over here, so we use this space. And this then allows for me to have a larger surface area to sleep on, so it's not as uncomfortable as it was right now. I felt like I was sitting on top of a coffin rather than like inside one. So yeah, this is permutations, combinations. It can't be perfect, but once it's perfect, it's just a matter of replicating measurements for other similar cars. So the new configuration is this. We took off that board in here and created a larger platform, perhaps for me to have a better night's sleep. Of course, on the top we'll have a little foam, maybe 1 inch of foam mattress, and on top of that the sleeping bag and pillows. So it should be all right. Moving the picnic table to this side, I think we're completely using the space. Now we need to figure out what to do on the other side of this to be able to optimize. So this is where we're going to have 2 cans, 2 jerry cans, here and here this way. Earlier I was going to do it this configuration, and it doesn't seem feasible, so we will go right behind the fridge. We'll make a box specially for it, and 2 cans will fit quite easily in this manner, and the opening will be on the top here. So we're now in a dilemma. We thought we could fit 2 jerry cans of this size, but seems like we can't fit one in, so I may have to compromise and be prepared to take just 1 can and maybe a smaller can that can fit here. But that's all we can do unless we stretch this one, and that will be uneven with the other side, and may make it difficult for us to recline this chair, because this chair someone can actually sleep in, because it'll come all the way down till here. And so the executive decision on this will be to maybe just carry 1 and not 2. As we continue to build the shelving system and the storage system in Gulfi, the next level this out with a plank piece of wood, so this has a flat surface to store, and this plank will then have a hinge attached to these, so it can be moved upwards and open and reveal this space out. Now we're making it in such a way that these can be dismantled, removed, and our seats come back in here when it's no longer used for overlanding, but I doubt that will happen. But you always need to make preparations and provisions for it. So the sleeping platform is being built, the final one that will cover that area when need be. It's on hinges, so it can drop down, and this whole area then becomes well, walking access or storage or whatever. If I have my dog walking with me or traveling with me, he could sit here and sleep on top if he needs to. And then of course we're going to find a secret place to put a strong box, so this way our valuables can get in as well. So this is what the extension platform will look like when we're ready to sleep. If not, it just flops down and covers that hole there, which also leaves room for some little storage. Got 5 inches deep, that one. भैया थोड़ा इस तरफ आइए. So that's how it stays down. खोलिए उसको. And then a stand will come down to give us support on the other end, and voila, we have a single bed. So I was really a fan of having 2 cans because that'll give me quite a long range. So we've manipulated this space again. This is the back of the fridge, so we're going to extend this box to a couple more inches right here. We moved that box a little back as well, and now the 2 cans can fit, leaving some space even at the back of the fridge to ventilate the heat from the compressors. So I think we're getting there. It's taking shape. A little wastage because we are doing a lot of trial and error. So we pushed back this one a couple of inches, so we didn't have to redo this box. But this will give me some space here if I need to, last minute put some stuff over here. Yeah, so that's really it. The next one is to make the box another, a sliding box to put the picnic table on this side. So then we've actually used all the space quite efficiently. Hello, and thank you for watching this episode, part 1. Today we showed you how this whole construction was happening. Tomorrow we're going to finish up this work with the nitty-gritty details, the carpeting, the foaming, and yeah, the devil lies in the details. So come back, tune in for the next episode, part 2 of building a shelving system, a drawer system for the Fortuner for Gulfi. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. It will help our mission a great deal. And do check out our other videos that we've been posting of our journeys. Till next time, I'm Anil Srivatsa for the Gift of Life Adventure Foundation.